We're at the Newport Richey Recreation and Aquatic Center. This is The Breakdown, where Aaron, Zach, and Matt dive into different exercises and workout concepts to help you reach your fitness goals. This week on The Breakdown, deadlifts.
Deadlifts are important to do because it teaches you how to pick things up safely while protecting your spine. Deadlifts also help work some of the biggest muscles in your body, being your glutes, your hamstrings, and your lower back. This is what's known as the posterior chain.
All right, so before we even start deadlifting, we want to keep in mind the most important part, which is keeping our back nice and straight. So the whole time we're going through this, that's what Zach's going to be thinking about, is bracing his core by squeezing his glutes, tightening his abs by bringing his belly button to his spine. When he's approaching the bar, he's going to make sure his feet are within his shoulders. His hands are going to go on the outside of his feet. He's got the bar right over the middle of his laces here. Okay, to start, he's going to squeeze his glutes, tighten his core, and he's going to bend at the hips. So folding over at the hips, lowering just a little bit at the knees. Okay, from here, he's going to drive with his legs, keeping even pressure through his feet. Nice. And on the way down, he sends his hips back, lowering back to the ground. He's going to do another rep. Pay attention to his hips and his shoulders. They rise at the same time. So he's going to drive through the legs, his hips and shoulders rise until he passes his knees. On the way down, it's the same thing. So he's coming up. On the way down, he sends his hips back. His shins stay nice and vertical until he gets to his knees. And then the bar lowers all the way to the ground. Very nice. So again, the whole time he's focusing on keeping his core nice and tight by, again, squeezing the glutes, tightening the abs. Most important part, his shoulders are back as well. All right, so that's the deadlift.
A common flaw we see when deadlifting, besides arching your back, is rising with the hips first. When you rise with your hips first, it puts your shoulders and your hips parallel to each other, which puts all the pressure on your back. And again, that's going to cause tension in the spine, which we want to avoid. A deadlift should be mostly done with your legs. One way to avoid this common mistake is to make sure we have even pressure in our feet when doing the lift. We also want to make sure our shoulders are back and down. That's going to make our shoulders and our hips easier to rise together. A common question we get when talking about deadlifting is, should I wear a belt and what does it do? Well, the belt helps the core brace the spine when you're lifting. However, it does not alleviate any pressure from the weight on your lower back. So if you're in a bad position, the belt's not really going to help. When practicing deadlifts, it's good to practice without a belt. This is going to help you build a strong core, and then you'll be able to focus more on maintaining good position. A good time to wear a belt would be when you're doing high percentages of your one lift max. Think around 90%.
If you've never done deadlifts before, a good place to start is kettlebell deadlifts. This helps you focus on the movement without your knees getting in the way of the bar at all. So once you're more comfortable with hinging at your hips and keeping your back nice and straight with the kettlebell, then you can progress to the barbell. Another variation that you can do with the barbell is a sumo deadlift. This is where our feet are outside of our hands. This allows us to have the weight be a little bit more in our hamstrings, and it also allows us to be a little more upright. From there, we also have this cool bar. It's called a hex bar or a trap bar deadlift. This allows you to stay a little bit more upright as well, but it also has you worry less about the bar path because you're inside of that little hex bar shape. Am I doing the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
That's why I feel like it's awkward, you know, I just stand here.
Thanks for watching, guys. This is The Breakdown here at the Newport Richey Recreation and Aquatic Center. I'm Aaron. This is Zach.
And remember to leave a like, share with your friends so they can see these awesome videos too, and comment if you have any questions about this or future videos.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Have a good one.